What's up guys, this is Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back bringing you 40 facts on the Warhammer 40k universe. Thank you guys for all your suggestions. We've been getting a bunch of people heading to the Facebook page and suggesting away, and that's great because we are almost close to 1,000 likes on our Facebook page. And guess what that means? Yet another giveaway! Yeah, we already got the 50k giveaway coming soon, and we've got the art contest, which is ending in just a few days, so hurry up and make your submissions to our Facebook page. Anyway, our topic today is yet again another Necron Catan, this time a trickier one by the name of the Deceiver. So let's get started on his lore. The living god of the Necron Catans is also known as Mefrit Ran, aka the Deceiver. Now the Deceiver, as its name implies, enjoys using trickery, deception, and lies for its own goals. The other Catan quickly learned to distrust and shun the Deceiver, for its nature was shown when he tricked the Necrontyr into giving up their bodies in favor for the metallic husks they now wear. When the Necrontyr first encountered the Deceiver, they gave him the name Mefrit Ran the Messenger, and they hoped that he would be able to bridge the gap between the Necrontyr and the Catan, but they were gravely mistaken. The Deceiver was the one to steer the Necrontyr towards a war with the Old Ones by using his words to instill hatred of their power and ageless wisdom. Eventually this led to the transformation of the Necrontyr to the Necrons, which in turn led to the next major incident in the history of the Catan. One of the three possibilities says that the Deceiver was the first to set Catan against Catan, convincing them that each other was the best of all feasts. But despite this, the Deceiver remained one of the most physically weakest Catan, and only survived by avoiding the more violent Catan, such as the Nightbringer and the Void Dragon. Now, older lore suggests that all these Catan were slumbering and have now just started waking up. But thanks to GW, now the Catan have all been shattered into shards by the Necrons. So basically you can have many factions of Necrons wielding the same shard. So you can have like one dynasty with a Nightbringer, and you can have another dynasty with another shard of the Nightbringer. So that kind of makes more sense gameplay wise, tabletop wise, but I don't know, let me know what you guys thought about this retcon. But anyway, let's continue on with the lore. The Eldar gave him the name the Jackal God, and they recorded that he helped both sides in the War of Heaven equally. Now it is known that he has employed a number of guises to accomplish his goals in recent times. For example, there is an account of the attempt by a Calidus assassin to assassinate a planetary governor named Takis. She used her Catan phase knife and attempted to kill him, but she failed, and her weapon simply passed straight through him. Now, since the knife was able to phase through him, it can only mean that the Catan phase knife was going through a Catan shard, as its body was made of the same material as the weapon, which would have destroyed anything else. Now with this, we can assume that he indeed was a shard of the Deceiver, since the Deceiver acts with deception and trickery. Now this could be proof that the Deceiver is operating to attain power in the Imperium of Man for purposes unknown yet sinister. Now this idea of the Deceiver trying to infiltrate the Imperium of Man isn't so far-fetched, since he had something similar with the Sylvae. So the Sylvae were an agrarian society with little technology, but then they were visited by a shard of the Deceiver early in their development, and it convinced them to worship it. It would return occasionally to reinforce their devotion, and they quickly became a superstitious people. There was a sentence that merits this attention. Here, it seems to be testing them, promising the race a whole greatness at its side should they prove worthy. Now this could be seen as an attempt by the Deceiver to recruit new races and create new Necrons to bolster its own forces, since he is one of the weaker Catans. Now eventually the Sylvae were introduced into the Imperium of Man, but it soon turned violent and the Deceiver did not show up to help them. Instead, he found them slipping back to barbarism, and he was basically dismayed. He sent in Necrons to wipe out all of the Sylvae. Most of them were killed, but a few survived. But eventually there was insufficient variations to their DNA, and eventually the race died out. But what this account shows is that the Deceiver has the ability to sway the minds of entire planets and populations. But it also has an instability, since he sees failure as being punishable by destruction. So the Deceiver is a very intricate Catan, so to speak. In my opinion, he's got more layers than the Nightbringer, since the Nightbringer is basically all embodiment of death. I'm just going to kill and destroy. So that leads me to my question that I want your guys' help with. Yes, this was a 40 facts, but in a way, it was also a means of getting you guys, the subscribers, thinking. Because my question to you is, since I am going to have a Catan in my Celestial Sons video, I'm trying to figure out what kind of a Catan will he be. Thanks to one of our subscribers, I've got a pretty good idea as to how they can capture one, or at least entomb and find one. Now I'm trying to figure out what kind of Catan could he be, because I don't want him having like a shard of the Deceiver or a shard of the Nightbringer, because we already see that with the Necrons. So that being said, I was looking at the models, and the Transcendent Catan looks pretty cool, but man, is he expensive. I think the cheapest I found was like 80 bucks for an unpainted one on eBay. So I was thinking, if and when we do get to Fantasy and Age of Sigmar lore, I was thinking maybe we can do the Sylvae, which are like the tree people, the Groots, so to speak. Now, their models are pretty cool, so I was thinking if I do use that, maybe I can have like a Catan of like nature, or a Catan that takes on the form of the flora of the planet that they're on. Let me know what you guys think about this idea. And thank you guys for listening in to my little rambling / 40 facts that wasn't really 40 facts, since there's not much known about the Deceiver, since he's so tricky and whatnot. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about the Deceiver in general. And let me know what you think about the Catans. Are they just OP, gods of destruction? And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. As always, keep on liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you guys for helping us reach 50K. Thank you guys for liking the Facebook page. We're almost at 1,000 likes, so thank you. And don't forget to check out our Twitter and our Instagram pages, because Gershwin's the one that manages those, so show him some love over there. And once again, thank you guys. As always, I am the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I am signing out.
Oh,